on the way to the vet. The vet is about 40 minutes away from us. And we wanted to put Minnie in the car because it's cold out. We didn't want her to have to be in the trailer all alone, and she's not feeling good. Hey Farm Fam! Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome and welcome to today's vlog. It feels so good to just vlog. I feel like I haven't vlogged in a while, so we're just gonna vlog because, you know, we're doing some stuff today. And Miss Scout, guys, she has a name. Her name is Scout. Oh, Bama's excited for Scout having a name. So yes, this little girl has a name, and she's 10 weeks old when I'm filming this. So she's 10 weeks old in a day when you guys are seeing this. But her name is Scouty. Scout, do you like your name? Guys, thank you so much for all the suggestions in my comments down below in the last video. You guys had some really good names. It was really tough for us to choose her name, but we chose Scout. So I want to show you guys what we got Scout. But first, if you guys are excited for today's vlog, make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos. And of course, have a chance to my post notification shout out. Or you guys, I need to show you this thing we got Scouty and how cool and good she is at it. Scouty, come here. So we got her this thing from Amazon. I won't lie, I saw it on TikTok and I was like, oh my gosh, Scouty needs to learn how to do this. So it's a puzzle, and I'll link it down below so you guys can get it if you want. See if your dogs can do it. See if your dogs are as good as Scouty is. So Scouty's only used this a couple times. Scout, come here. Come here, Scout. Oh, do you have your carrot? Okay, Scout. Show them how it goes, Scouty. Uh-oh, the middle one's empty. Try the other one, Scout. Go, Scouty. Come on. There you go. She'll get it. There's really not much food left in it, but she'll get it. You'll see. She's very concentrated on getting that middle one. There she goes. Yay, Scouty. Lexi's stealing the treats. This is how it goes, though. She's a genius. My little genius. Look at her. So good. 10 weeks old, you guys. Scouty, focus on these ones. These ones have stuff in them too, Scouty. She's like, oh, okay. There you go, girl. And she basically gets prizes for everyone. Scouty is so little that she can still go underneath it. But that's how it works. So Scouty got this cool puzzle and is raising her IQ with this. So that's pretty cool. Good job, Scouty. You gave everyone treats. Good job. Oh, I love the little colors. Everyone, we have all the colors now, I feel like. We have a very golden gold, and then we have our tan girl, and we have Bama, who shouldn't be jumping on me, who's all black. And then we have a little chocolate girl, and then Miley is getting a drink. She's all white. Guys, do you want to go outside? Come on, guys. Let's go outside. And they're off. Bama, what's up? Scout loves pizza. That sounded funny. Look at this. Scout, you be nice to Pizza. Hi, Pizza. Cute girl. Penelope, hello. What do you think about Scout? Penelope is not a huge fan of Scout just yet. She's been like knocking her over. She's trying to claim dominance. You gonna get the kitty again? Pete wasn't happy with that one. Okay, easy. Goodness gracious. Pete, I don't know why you act like that. You love Scouty. Honestly, Pete does that on purpose to get attention from Scouty, and then Scouty goes a little too hard with her teeth, and it bothers Pete. Right, Scouty? Right, Scouty? And she's off. Lexi and Bama and Miley, they are getting used to Scout. I will say Bama is Scouty's little buddy. Loves Scout. Lexi has been kind of temperamental with her, which is interesting. And then Miley, she doesn't really like to have much to do with Scout. She does her own thing. And you guessed it, Daisy's inside, so she doesn't really care anyways. Scout messes with her. She gives Scout the time of day for a little bit, and then she's like, okay, I'm done with you. And she runs away. It's perfectly fine. But everyone's starting to get along really well, and they're kind of getting acclimated to each other. It has been 2 weeks now. I cannot believe we've had Scouty for 2 weeks already. I'm in the barn, you guys. It's the next day. There's Blaze, Cash, the mare, Ginny, Louie, and Trigger. You guys, this is your first time seeing all the horses in their stalls, like together, since we had the pigs. So this is what it looks like with all the 5 horses together once again. Blaze is up front here because, as you guys see, his goofy forelock right here
getting better.
It is getting better, but the goats always chew it off. The goats go into their pen, obviously, at night. So they were in there, and then when Blaze was in here, because obviously the pigs were in that stall, he would be in here overnight right next to the goats, and that's when they had free range to chew his mane off. So now that's why we've kind of switched these two, because before this used to be Cash's stall, and this was Blaze's stall, but now it's the other way, because Cash stays in during the day, the goats are out during the day, and Blaze is in during the night, so he's away from the goats now. So sorry if that was crazy. Oh my gosh, did you get his chestnut? Ew, it's so thin! Dude, this is disgusting looking. It actually looks like a sand dollar. It don't look right. This is his little chestnut. Mike pulled it off. He loves to pull them off. He like pulls their elbows off. Here you go. Have your chestnut back. You don't want that. It's nasty. So yeah. Anyway, so this is kind of how it's set up now. But everybody back in together. Trigger. What are you doing? We actually just got back from a trail ride. That's why I'm in the barn, and I stopped filming yesterday because I was just vlogging, and then I was supposed to take Scout to the vet, and then they canceled it. I don't know why, because she's actually 10 weeks like I was telling you guys, and it was to my understanding that she was supposed to get her second set of shots, but this vet was like, no, they get it at 12, but I've never heard of that before, so I don't know if that's like kind of like a new practice that they're doing now, but they said it was 8 weeks, 12 weeks, and then like 16 weeks, so they canceled the appointment that I had, so we didn't take her, so I just stopped vlogging. So it's the next day, like I said. But I wanted to tell you guys something that happened to our goat, and in specific, our goat Minnie. But I kind of have been withholding it for a bit because I wanted to make sure that she was gonna survive and make it out okay. Because Miss Minnie, literally, she was dying and she almost died. We almost lost her, but it's been a bit now. Mike, how long do you think it's been since that all happened?
It's been like, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, so it's been about 3 weeks since all that happened. I will say, I don't think she's like fully the same as before. What are you doing, Willie? Willie. What? You think she's the same? Mike thinks she's the same. But I just feel like she doesn't have as much energy, but maybe I'm just making that up because I'm like overthinking it. Minnie actually got into some chicken feed. Hi, Willie. How are you? Good boy. And yeah, and if you know anything about goats, chicken feed is like super lethal for goats because I guess the corn in it. And we did not mean for her to get into the chicken feed. She got out one day, and because they like escaped through our gates, but they don't do that anymore now. We've secured it. So they were getting out through our gates, and she got into the chicken feed that we have up front, like in front of the barn. And yeah, she got what is called bloat, and it was really quick when she started to not feel good. Minnie, you want to come out really quick before I finish telling the story of you? Now, see, they are secured like this because we didn't need to do this before, because if they got out, it was like not a huge deal. But now after that episode of her almost dying, we are taking all precautions to make sure that they don't get out. Come on, Minnie. You gotta go be with your donkey. Come on, Willie. Sorry. Willie, let's go. Don't be a scaredy cat. All right, come on, goats. Minnie. So this is what she looks like now, guys. Like I said, it's been like 3 weeks, so she is perfectly fine health-wise. But I tried to film some of it for you guys, but a lot of it was just like emergencies. So it was only so much that I could actually film, because I literally was trying to save her from dying. So I knew that she got into the chicken feed because I saw her get into it, so I was literally trying to like get it out of her mouth, but I guess she got enough to make her sick. And then that night she started to act like really lethargic, and she was like laying down, and they lay down all the time, but it just like was not like her. Like she just wasn't seeming like herself. So I called the vet, and it was close to midnight, and I was like, you know, I don't think my goat's doing well. And I was very aware that like if a goat goes down, like they go quick and they can die really quickly. So I was really nervous about that, and I called my vet, and they were not answering because we don't really have like many livestock vets in my area. So I was getting nervous, and I was like, I need a vet, like I need to do something. Like she is going through bloat. This isn't funny, Dinky, it's not funny. So I tried to tell my vet, you know, she got into some chicken feed, you know, I think she has bloat. And basically he was just like, you know, there's not really much we can do about it. Hi, Junie. So basically he was like, there's really not much that we can do about it if it really is bloat. And he was like basically telling me that she might die. And then he told me that I could give her some Banamine and then just maybe bring her in the next morning if she doesn't do well to get her tube. And then I'm gonna show you this video because this is the video that I sent my vet, and I was like, you know, she really doesn't look like she's doing well. She looks like she's so uncomfortable. I need help tonight. So the on-call vet is like 45 to 50 minutes away from me, and he was like, okay, well, you'll have to bring her to me and I will tube her. So of course we did. So we literally picked her up and put her in the car, and we brought her down to get tubed. So he tubed her with a charcoal solution and like some oil, like mineral oil, so that it could pass through her and smoothly. But so I'm gonna show you guys that now, and I will let you know that the footage of her getting tubed is like kind of graphic and can be like triggering if you don't like seeing animals be, let's say, hurt. She wasn't getting hurt because she was getting helped, but obviously it didn't feel good because she was getting a tube down her throat. So just keep that in mind when you're about to watch this. We'll be back, Willie. Into the car. Minnie goes. Hi, Minnie. You all right, Minnie? You not feeling too good? So we're on the way to the vet. The vet is about 40 minutes away from us. And we wanted to put Minnie in the car because it's cold out. And we didn't want her to have to be in the trailer all alone, and she's not feeling good.
I'm sorry.
That is a strange sound. What does it smell like?
Poop. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it smells. Doesn't smell real healthy.
We're back in the car. It's 12 a.m. Minnie got her treatment from the doctor, and we are headed home. Right, Minnie? I hope she feels better soon. All right, Minnie. You're home. Come on. It's nice and cozy in there, huh? Let's go, Minnie. You have to go back to Willie. Willie misses you. Oh my gosh. So that was the first night, and it was basically like, you know, let's see how she does. We just were praying that she gets through the night. So then the next day she looked like she was like perking up, and we had to continue giving her Banamine. So we were, but then the third day after she ate the chicken feed, she went down even worse. And we remember we were calling her in to come from our back pasture. So I was sitting, you know, where I am now, actually behind the barn, and I'm calling for her, and this is when we had the woods. So if you guys, you know that we've cleared the woods. Here, let me show you. So all of this, which was woods, she was in there, and I was trying to call her and she wasn't coming up, and it's super unlike her because they love to eat, obviously, and she didn't want to come up for food. So I had to go out there and find her, and she was stiff as a board. She was so stiff, she didn't want to move, and then her belly, like one side was super distended, and I was like, oh yeah, this is typical bloat. And I guess it like starts to ferment inside their stomach or something like that. You goat people will know more than I do about this because I've never had goats, but I did know and researched enough to know this. So I knew that this was it. Like, she wasn't doing well, she's getting worse after that they've done what they could do for her. I called my vet again, and they were like, okay, well, let's tube her again. And they were gonna tube her this time with like an electrolyte solution, and hopefully that was gonna work. But at this point we hadn't seen her poop at all. So again, we loaded her back up to take her to our vet again to get her tubed, and they definitely were not hopeful. Like, we thought like this would be where if she was in too much pain that we would just euthanize her at this point, because the vet was just saying this type of thing could happen, and that it was not likely that she was going to survive. So then when we brought her there, my vet saw her, she did see that the mineral oil was coming out of her rear end, so it was passing through her. So we were like, okay, maybe she is like on the horizon of getting better, but she really needed those electrolytes and fluids going through her, because then the next day she really perked up. And then that was the 4th day that she finally like had pooped, and we knew that she was kind of getting back to normal. So then she was on Banamine for like 7 days just to make her belly feel better. And she was so out of it. She was not the Minnie that you guys know, and it was very scary. And every day we were wondering if we were going to come out to the pasture, and she wasn't going to come up, and she was just going to be dead in the pasture, to be honest, because my vet was not giving us a good prognosis. It was that the goat was going to die. So that's why I waited so long, because I wanted to be sure that we were in the clear and that everything was going to be okay. Like I said, we have reinforced everything, so I'm going to show you guys my reinforcements. What are you doing, crazy girl? You already got hay today. Why are you doing that, June? Oh, you're putting it back in your stall? But this is what we've done. All of the fencing back here now has these cattle panels so they can't get through. So up front here, hi Dinky. And then all around here as well, so they can't get out. So we have definitely reinforced it because we want them to stay out here with Dinky. Hi Dinky. Hi girl. You're a good donkey protecting your goats. And if you guys haven't been up to date on this, this is how the woods look. We are slowly but surely burning it and trying to let everything settle down back here before we can get started. I don't know when we're gonna have another part for the arena, but hopefully soon. Minnie, are you back to normal? Yeah, she is. We've kind of like actually cut out grain completely from their diet because they don't really need it, and they're getting kind of heavy, so they are grazing every day and then getting hay when they're not out in the pasture. Is this your buddy, Dinky? See you, Minnie. Oh. I think it's so funny when they make noises. Dinky's got an attitude today. You got an attitude problem, don't you? Bye, Dinky. Have a good day. This mom ass. Look at her. She's a trotty little thing. Wow, she's running. Oh, dang, Dinky. You ran so fast. Bye.
He's so slow.
I know. Good luck hanging out with her today, you guys. She's got an attitude today. Some days the Dinky is nice. Some days the Dinky has an attitude. Today she chose violence. You're angry today, Dinky. Poor girl. Minnie's like, what is that? Oh, Minnie. So there you have it, you guys. We literally had to save our dying goat, and it was a brutal couple of days. I was very nervous that I was going to lose my goat and have to tell you guys that we lost our goat. I did not want that to happen. We've never really like lost an animal on the farm for reasons like that. We've actually really never lost an animal on the farm to this day. Like, so I don't know. I was like, that's not something I want to experience yet. I mean, ever, but definitely not now, especially since we haven't had the goats for long. But she's good. She's in good hands. We were very vigilant in watching her and her symptoms. I'm always watching what they're doing because I feel like I can really tell when the goats don't feel good, just because they're so obvious, because they're so hyper all the time. And then when they're not, it's like, okay, what's wrong? What's going wrong? So yeah, we saved our goat. Luckily, Minnie is on the mend. We are a couple weeks out now and she's doing a lot better. So I'm very happy because that one is a fatal thing oftentimes, I guess. So she's all better now. That's why I'm sharing with you guys. So no need to worry, but she is safe and sound in the pasture, getting chased around by Dinky because Dinky's got an attitude today. But if you guys like today's video, if you guys are coming along with me for this vlog, make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, or just give it a big thumbs up for Minnie, our goat. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos. And of course, every chance my post notification shout out, today's shout out goes to. Alright, you guys, I love you and I'll see you in the next one.